Did y'all watch the boxing fight last night?
Of course, I did.
What was you doing, man? You didn't watch that amazing fight card.
SummerSlam.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did watch SummerSlam.
Over the Crawford versus Madrimov card.
I'm not a huge
Big Turkey
boxing
came to
fan
L.A.
like that.
He brought Riyadh season to L.A. Nigga.
I'm not a huge boxing fan like that. Like it's cool, like hearing y'all talk about it, but
Oh man,
I mean-
you not a fan of the Sweet Science?
I used to watch it more like back when, like the bigger guys was boxing. I don't know, like
The heavyweight.
There's still heavyweights that
like
box.
when the heavyweight division was like the best division in boxing.
I mean, there was
you
a
don't enjoy the Anthony Joshua's, the Furies, the
Nope.
Usyks?
Fury was cool when he was hot. Fury was cool, and Deontay Wilder was cool when he was
Heavyweights,
hot.
there's a lot of noise in heavyweights.
Yeah, I'm about to say there was 2 heavyweights fight last night, and I think you would have liked the first one.
Probably not.
Versus Big Baby or whatever my man's name.
Oh, that's the one we was watching the highlights.
Yeah,
the
you
Jared
were like
Anderson
that,
and
yeah.
Bacoli, the African
The
dude.
dude just got
The one I told you was
slumped.
our last hope.
Oh, yeah.
American heavyweight hope.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. So Crawford versus Madrimov. You watched the fight?
Oh
You
yeah,
get
yeah.
some?
I mean, I didn't watch it in full, but I definitely caught some of it. The only one I kind of watched in full was the first fight. The Cuban nigga,
Andy Cruz.
Andy Cruz.
135.
I like that nigga. That nigga really look good out there.
First, I want to start off with I lost everything I put up on this fight, y'all.
Yeah.
No money came back, but money definitely went out. I felt like I just donated to the MGM fund.
Be like that. Man.
It was a rough night on some betting shit. But for the fights, Andy Cruz fight, yeah, that was a good fight. He still got beat on some more niggas to build his resume to like get a big fight. So he still got some resume building.
But I won't be surprised if he jump up fast. Like he get to like his 7th fight and them niggas be like, all right, let's make some shit shake for you.
Maybe because like them niggas that come in that got like an extensive amateur career, they'll like come in and like they'll get shit started a little earlier than the niggas that come out early. And like by the time they get to like 12, 14 fights, they already been like 2-time champion and done defended a couple times and shit like that. But yeah, man, be on the lookout because he's definitely on the list on 135. I'm pretty sure he's top 10 ranked on probably all 4 of the major belts.
Yeah.
We'll see.
How do you feel about the event being outside?
No problem with it.
Yeah, it wasn't matter. I
Yeah,
thought it was a little weird.
that was a new thing to me just to see the outside venue like that in a stadium. Or
Had it
whatever
open
that-
like that. I mean, it was cool.
I mean, they
But-
kind of took from old WrestleMania.
Yeah,
and shit.
like wrestling started doing that. Like so.
One thing I noticed about Riyadh season is when they walk out, they definitely like copy a lot of the way wrestlers walk out. Professional
Yeah.
wrestlers, like
They
they had the
started
big
doing
screens,
that more now.
the graphics. They'll walk down the tunnel, have the fires shoot up, and blah blah blah.
Shit.
They use fire too.
Yeah.
I mean, they have to like smoke blow up or whatever
Shit.
your gig is.
Last night, Eminem did a whole set. No, I'm dead ass. Like that nigga performed a whole set, but they like
Oh,
he
that's
played a
crazy.
couple songs.
One thing I learned about last night,
That Terry Crawford love Eminem.
I already knew that,
Like-
but I don't need a performance on fight night.
Oh, for real.
I don't need it.
Just get straight to the fighting.
Yeah, like I didn't need that. I didn't need the co-main fight, great fight, and then Eminem and D12, and then me fighting to stay awake to watch these niggas fight 12 rounds at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
I don't need that.
Nah, I feel you.
Not at my big age.
At that point, yeah. If that was like earlier on in the show, I wouldn't have been mad at that. But like when the fight is about to pop off and niggas trying to all right, hurry up, man. Niggas gotta get home, man.
Yeah,
We done
But-
already drunk and shit.
they was on LA, so the 3-hour difference. They still had time to hit the streets and go
Oh yeah,
crazy.
yeah. They still had time to play not like us in the parking lot. Just Hoover
crazy.
stomping everywhere.
So you said you did watch the Jared Anderson and Bacoli fight,
Yeah.
the heavyweight showdown, man. America, Black America, last hope, man.
Yeah, shout out to Deborah. She was
We
telling
hurting
me-
in the heavyweight division, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Deborah because she was telling me about the nigga. And like the stuff she told me that I'm probably not gonna stay off here was like, oh yeah, this nigga's probably gonna lose this fight because they from the same neighborhood or some shit like that.
I always question if he was real or not because he signed to Top Rank, and Top Rank does a good job of protecting their stars, polishing them, giving them easy fights, make them look good. That matches their style well. But goddamn, you got Big Turkey coming in the city. He cut that check, my nigga.
Big Turk.
Step in that war, nigga. And hey, bro, he fought homie from Congo. But Coley, man, that was his test, man. That was his first time being tested, and knocked that ass out round 5, bro.
What, a straight jab and an uppercut or some shit like that?
He caught him with a lot.
Yeah, that nigga started putting some shit together. He started putting some shit together on some shit like.
Actually, he shook him crazy the very first round.
Yeah,
that's when I knew. You know what's crazy on this fight? I bet that the fight was going to end between round 6 and 10. And that shit ended in the 5th round with like a minute left, my nigga. Damn. But I knew I was going to lose my money because in the first round, that motherfucker caught him with like, I can't remember if it was a left or a right hook. Yeah. And I saw them legs wobble. I was like, oh yeah, this ain't going to last.
Yeah. Because he came out with his hands down and shit. Well, both of them came down with their hands down, but like Big Boy was like, yeah, let me get this.
I wish Jared Anderson would have just moved a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like lateral and try to turn him more. He a big dude, man. If you just going to have him stand still and just throw punches together, his big ass ain't gonna run out of energy. Yeah. He ain't gonna get tired. He just gonna keep punching on you.
Yeah, and that's basically what he did. He did not look like he was. He like he could go home and find an African village and just plunge that shit.
Oh boy, school.
Yo, I'm gonna get fucked up one day.
Yeah.
The next fight, heavyweight fight, Big Baby Miller, the real Big Baby, versus Andy Ruiz.
I'm glad Luis won that. I like Luis, man.
It's crazy because it was a must-win fight for both of them, for real. Andy Ruiz, 2 years off. Definitely a little bit of ring rust in there.
He took 2 years off.
And Jarrell Miller, he just got his ass whooped at the last Riyadh season. Danny DeBoy put the pause on him, a couple of them ago. And it's crazy because they're both friends outside the ring.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they're actually cool and shit.
Oh, wow.
So for them to like have to go in there on like a heavyweight slugfest and possibly hurt each other, I'm pretty sure it probably like mentally like fuck with them a little bit. So with that in perspective, I think them getting a draw was probably
the best thing
to
they can get y'all for.
Because it doesn't kill neither one of y'all career.
Yeah.
Doesn't fuck up the friendships or nothing. And you want to know what's crazy? Miller, his press conference after they fought or whatever, and they called him in the back or in the locker room or whatever, interviewing. This nigga like choked up and like almost started crying because he said he had peeped that Andy Ruiz, like his son was there, and his son was crying because he was worried about his like dad, like making sure he was good and shit when he was getting popped, I guess, or whatever. And he said like looking at his son, like it made him look at his kids, and he started, tearing up a little bit when he was talking about it. And I was like, damn, them niggas must really be cool outside the ring. Yeah. Like ain't no fake shit.
That kind of gotta be. That gotta be hard.
Turn that switch on is like, damn, I gotta take my nigga out.
Yeah, that gotta be hard though. Cause like in basketball and football, it's like, yeah, you can be friends with somebody on the opposite team, but sometimes y'all might play the same position, or well, in football y'all might play both on offense. Y'all really not gonna hit each other. Sometimes y'all really don't face off each other. But like in boxing, you really fighting your friend.
Yeah, like you're trying to like get him out of here.
Yeah, and I got to try to get you out here because this is the only way I'm gonna get paid.
Or you're gonna try to get me out of here. And I have to put on the show.
Yeah.
Or I'm not going to get a check again.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's a sick setup. So
yeah. Thank God they don't fight for Dana White. Nigga would have made them
took their bonuses, nigga.
Yeah. That's crazy. Y'all think friendship gonna win, nigga? Give me back the bonus.
Yeah. I didn't sign y'all for no fucking friendships, nigga. Co-main. Pitbull versus Jose Venezuela.
Ah, man, my nigga Pitbull lost.
Yeah, that was one of the upsets on the card.
But it wasn't a bad upset, though.
It was a good fight.
Yeah.
Is Pitbull the one with no eyebrows?
I don't think he got no eyebrows.
He's literally the little Mexican nigga that look like a Pitbull.
And fight like a Pitbull, too.
I think I liked him, too, yeah.
Yeah, fight like a Pitbull. Which is
niggas definitely fuck with Pitbull. Yeah. He has a fan base in America. I think his like last 10, 11 fights was in America.
Because he got a good, he got a enjoyable fighting style. Or entertainment fighting style.
Definitely.
I do feel like what you said off mic, like he needs to, work on throwing some jabs. But other than that, nigga, if he catch you with one of them motherfuckers, like, it's a wrap.
Yeah, he is like just a power puncher, a little power puncher ass nigga. But that shit worked. They got him all the way here. He just, whooped Rolly's ass last fight, got his belt, defended his belt to Jose. Jose took his belt. Jose Venezuela, he did a good job, man. He had a good game plan. He outboxed him. He definitely used his length and his back foot a lot.
Yeah, he did.
He used his jab to stay away from him as much as he could, and did a good job countering and punching in between punches too, and like keeping Pitbull off balance. So I do credit him for all of that. New champion at 140, man. Them belts at 140, bro. It's like raffle tickets, nigga. As soon as somebody defend them shit, somebody whooping ass and getting a new champion.
Yeah. But he can get a rematch on that belt, right? Or,
I'm not sure if they had a rematch clause on it or not.
oh, damn.
But honestly, if they don't, I'd just say, like, motherfucker, just go back down to 135. Because, like, you already look kind of undersized at 135 just because you're so fucking short. Yeah. Going to 140, even though them niggas is even a little bit bigger than you and you still walking these niggas down and they on their back foot trying to get the fuck away from you, it's still, like, you know, just being that small is a disadvantage. Like, you have to, like, work your way in and, like, make the most of it. And an unboxing world where, you know, if you get too close and you're dangerous, I'm going to just hug you until the referees break us up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely entertaining fight, though.
Yeah,
I definitely thought it was going to be a knockout either or, but it went the distance.
Yeah. Good shit.
Main fight. Crawford versus Madrimov, man. Lost money, man. I had him getting that dude out of here later rounds, 10, 11, 12. Went the distance. I think unanimous decision, I want to say. It was a good fight.
Good fight. But
it was a good fight.
From the little bit I saw of the fight, it did look like that might be Crawford like weight limit at that point. Like, I don't think he should be going up anymore.
Oh boy, Scoob.
154. You have a case there. Because the thought of him going up 2 weight classes to fight Canelo, I don't like that.
Yeah.
After seeing him at 154, not saying, you know, I don't want to downplay Madrimov, because Madrimov is actually good. He's strong for that weight class, and he was a champion for a reason.
Yeah.
Even though he was only like 11 professional fights in, I mean, you know, made his presence felt, got opportunities. Yeah. So, but after watching that fight,
you gotta go back. All right, I'm about to say, just go to the bathroom real quick.
Oh, you need a break, bro?
I'm about to say, by the time we're you done with that, you can bring Summer.
Take the mic with you, man. Let's get that exclusive Patreon. But yeah, after seeing that fight, I didn't see enough to where I think you can go up 2 more weight classes and challenge someone of Canelo's caliber. Yeah. Nah, I can't see that right now. This is your 4th different weight class being a champion. It helps your pound for pound list ranking. I mean, you're already top 3. Probably still where you at, either 2 or 3. I still got Usyk number 1 because it's just like taking over heavyweight and then taking over like cruiserweight and even fighting as low as like light heavyweight in professionals.
Sheesh.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So
and it's crazy when you do start watching boxing, like that weight shit really does matter. It's just like it's crazy how like you really see it in real time. Like, oh damn, like even though like they look big and shit, like you Terrence Crawford. If you was telling me like he was 145, I didn't think that. I thought this nigga would be like 165. But to see like, goddamn, they crashed.
That's probably what he walk around as like when he's not in camp.
But when you see that difference from him fighting like who he fought last, who was the last fight he had before this?
Spence.
When him fighting, the difference between him fighting Spence and then the guy right now, I was like, oh shit.
That nigga definitely like a little bigger than Spence.
Yeah.
Now Spence, I don't know where he at. He talking about going up to 154 too. So like, yeah, them little pounds, like them 7'5" to 8 pounds, they definitely different. And I definitely noticed that between like 168 and 175. Like going from super middleweight to light heavyweight, like you could be at 168 and just knocking shit out left or right, and then you go to 175 and like you hitting niggas with that same shit, and like you see them just eating.
Because who was a nigga before?
Morrell Jr. David Morrell Jr. Like he was knocking shit out at 168, looking for an opportunity at either Canelo or Benavidez, and he pulled a Benavidez. He went up to 175 just like Benavidez, and both of them pretty much remind me of the same performance. Like Benavidez, he was at 168 knocking shit out, went up to 175 and fought that Ukraine nigga on the tank card, co-main, and couldn't get him out of there. Blamed it on his hand being broke or whatever the fuck. I don't want to hear all that.
Yeah.
And I kind of saw the same thing with David Morrell, man. He, went the distance, had to fight a whole fucking fight that he ain't used to because he used to knock his shit out.
Yeah.
And but I hope they stay at 175 because if they do, that makes light heavyweight like real interesting. It makes it a good weight class. It's a lot of comp and a lot of good matches to be made here.
I'm really starting to get more into boxing. Between you and Deborah, and my boy Dev, y'all be keeping me like really in tune with the boxing shit.
Hey, man.
So shout out to y'all.
I'm pretty sure I'll be having that shit all on your Twitter timeline.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, look at my nigga Slick getting some Twitter debates.
What else did I see out there? Yeah, I already told you I really don't need performances. I definitely don't need an Eminem performance during boxing.
Yeah,
Somebody else, maybe, but I kind of walked away saying I don't need a performance. Let's get back to the fighting.
Yeah, that shit.
Like, give me a good DJ, maybe set between. That's it.
Yeah. Like, where's the nigga? Like, give me Nick Cannon on Wildin' Out DJ. Let me get that nigga out there.
D-Rec. Is that his name? DJ D-Rec?
Get that nigga out there, man. Come on. Let's do some wild style games before I'm back.
You people, the niggas that was in the crowd? I saw Haney out there, bro. Haney looked like he been eating good, bro.
I didn't see Haney. When you said that, when you said that on Twitter, I was like, damn, I must have just missed him.
Nah, he was definitely out there. Had a nice little piece with him. That nigga look like he been eating good, bro. I'm like, I don't know if he about to go up in weight or this nigga just really about to take a year off and just enjoy life after that ass whooping. I couldn't tell.
I mean, he got it was a lot of bullshit with that fight. I can see him taking a year off to like just regroup and try to figure some shit out. Like, okay,
nigga, if you healthy and you can go find somebody that you can easily beat on to help get some of that stain off.
Well, by the time he does, like 6 months down the line, when he does pick a fight, and then he's training for the fight, it will be like a year. So it's, he have time to promote. It's not like he really took a year off.
I don't know, man. Me personally, I'll be trying to get that nasty loss as far away from niggas' memory as possible. I would have already knocked out 2-3 niggas by now.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, who you talking about?
Devin Haney.
But didn't they? I thought they scratched that joint. They didn't scratch it?
Yeah, but like you can't scratch it from my memory.
It's not on my record, bro.
Bro, niggas is still on my timeline clipping up him getting his ass whooped, but like, yo, we still remember.
It's just like it's like a nigga sucker punch you. You still got knocked out. Like, we still gonna remember you getting knocked out, nigga. Like,
now,
yeah, you got sucker punch, bro.
The dope thing about it, it's like 100 years from now when niggas looking in the history books, they're not gonna just bring that up. Yeah. There's gonna be a little asterisk there, but it's still gonna say like, oh, you still like 30-0 or whatever the fuck his record is. Yeah. But
remain undefeated after this though. Like, I mean,
that could have taken some of his confidence.
If you pick his fights right,
yeah. That's why I was never mad at Floyd. My fault. That's why I was never mad at what Floyd was doing, just picking the fights he wanted to fight.
Especially when turning money with. Yeah. That's all it is. That's what like the phase. That's the phase Canelo in. Because niggas is mad at the fight that Canelo got coming up next against Berlanga. Like, he easily about to fade him out. Yeah. But he's like literally just on like, bro, I'm about to get these few bags before I retire and I'm out of here.
Like nowadays, who's a tough fight for him now though? Like
Benavidez.
Yeah.
He was taking too long, so he went up in weight. And he can entertain the Crawford fight. People want it. It's gonna be a beatdown, but people want it.
Isn't he much heavier than Crawford though?
And that's why.
Yes.
Nigga,
but Crawford and his camp is calling for that fight.
That last fight I saw of Canelo, and them punches sound like literally like cannons going off. I felt bad for Buddy. I was like, oh my God, somebody save this man, please.
Like, even like blocking those, that hurts.
It just sounds painful.
And you being that small coming up, like this nigga started at 135, so going all the way up to 168 to fuck with Canelo. Cause he ain't dropping a pound to come fuck with you.
Oh, he was 130.
Yeah, 135 to start his career.
To go to 160, 160,
168.
Sheesh,
yeah,
that's
a lot of jumping, bro.
That's a whole nother. Unless he put on 30 pounds of muscle.
If he pulled that off, he would be like the pound for pound god.
If he put on 30 pounds of muscle, I could see it, but no.
Well, he been gaining, getting heavier over the years and shit, but. Still, from going that, because he could still go back to 135 if he really wanted to, but I don't think he want to do that at that age.
He's way too old.
So what is he?
He don't even want to go back to 147.
What is he fighting? 150 right now?
154.
54. That's still big. 160.
That's two more white classes. That's over. Yeah. That's over with.
Crazy.
I didn't. Pete Ryan was out there. He wasn't out there, so I wonder if that nigga was just banned from the premises. I'm like, LA, you should have easily been able to pull.
Nah, ban that.
He might be.
Because if you get a hold of a microphone, you're gonna say some wild shit and cause this whole shit to crash.
He was on Twitter crashing out during the whole fight. You know how you do.
But he been doing that. They're like,
yeah, but
got into him.
He really getting his bag. Like, oh my God, Crawford fucking sucks. That fight was so fucking trash. But just in that Twitter bag because he can't do nothing else.
That's crazy.
What else?
I did see Floyd had another fight coming up though.
Oh yeah, he fighting Gotti's grandson.
Yeah.
John Gotti's grandson or
That's
something.
crazy. This is the life we live. Glove.
Y'all enjoy that.
Glove, you can't enjoy that.
Make sure y'all come to the podcast and tell me how that fight went. Shakur was out there. He was chopping it up with Eddie Hearns in Turkey.
Okay.
He been with Eddie Hearns a lot, man. It look like he gonna sign with Eddie Hearns, man.
Okay. Is he gonna actually like listen to Eddie Hearns? Like, hey, bro, this is how you fucking give a show, nigga.
Hearns is gonna set up the fights, bro. Whatever you do in the ring, that's up to you to listen to your trainer or not, nigga. If that's what you're referring to.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I'll just set the fights up. You do what you do. You either gonna sell it or not, nigga, and we gonna go from there. I saw him. He was out there. Lomachenko was out there, and they was picking fights with each other in the crowd. The security between them. He was like, "Come on, we can go right now." And Shakur was just like, "Bro, let's fight." And I wish since Loma was out there, like supporting and out there, and his mad niggas Fight Hype and all these other outlets with microphones and cameras. Why nobody ask him why the fuck he ducked Tank?
Oh shit.
That was supposed to be the next fight, and you out here chilling like you didn't just duck him. And we wanted to see that.
Hey, niggas be forgetting, bro.
Instead, he want to act like he want to fight Shakur outside the ring.
Hey.
I did see Scottie Pippen out there.
Oh, for real?
That nigga was ringside. He had some good seats. He
Damn.
was actually like sitting right next to Eddie Hearn.
Oh shit. Actually, I probably did see Scottie Pippen.
He had a nice piece with him too.
I think I know what you're talking about. I seen him with a nice little joint. I was like, okay, Scotty.
Hey, one of them old podcasts, I told you, I was like, yo, I don't even think Scotty be really tripping off of Larsa doing all this wild shit, because somebody said, like, that nigga's roster, like, he be super straight. And once I saw that little piece he had with him at the fight, I was like, man, that nigga don't give a fuck what his old bitch doing, bro.
Nah.
Not at all.
Nah. You definitely just act like you don't see what she doing. Like, I don't see what you doing. You're just out here wilding.
I think that's all I got for the fight recap. I can't think of nothing else.
SummerSlam.
SummerSlam?
SummerSlam.